Hi, my name is Ben, and I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about the MBA Access course with the Business School UK. I started my MBA over 10 years ago now, when I was still in the RAF. At that time, I was already thinking about what I would do when I left, and doing an MBA seemed like a step in the right direction. I will admit that I didn't know much about MBAs when I signed up, but a friend recommended that I consider doing one, and that seemed like good advice. I did a bit of research, most of it centered, I'll admit, on finding which providers accepted enhanced learning credits, and I signed up to do a course with a well-known distance learning organisation. Overall, my MBA cost me roughly £10,000 of my own money on top of the £6,000 of ELCs. And remember that that cost was over 10 years ago, so I dread to think what it would cost to do the same course with the same provider today. I admit that I didn't get off to a good start. Having asked repeatedly if I could undertake the MBA while deployed, I found that to be completely impractical, and I therefore had to restart my first year. However, after that hiccup, all went relatively smoothly. Overall, I enjoyed doing an MBA. Yes, it was hard work at times, and it was demanding at others, but I don't regret that. Indeed, it would be hard to respect a qualification if it didn't require you to put the effort in to achieve it. And trust me when I say that an MBA is a recognised and respected qualification. So what did I get out of it? Well, I'll sum that up in three elements. Firstly, I got a new mindset. Doing an MBA changes the way you see and think about things. It opens your eyes to understanding how businesses and organizations function as a whole. From the finances to the operations, from strategy to leadership, and from marketing to change management, an MBA gives you that top level overview of all the elements which go into running and developing a business or organization. The second thing it gave me was confidence. My MBA gave me a confidence which was based on the fact that I knew what I was doing and speaking about. It gave me a new set of language, a new way of expressing ideas, and a new way of communicating with people. It gave me the confidence to engage with people at all levels in the business world, from the very senior management all the way down to those on the shop floor. And off the basis of that confidence, I went on to do further qualifications in project and program management, business analysis, and change management, and more. And then the third thing that it gave me was, quite frankly, an increased salary. I can safely say that that MBA added £10,000 at least to my starting salary in the first year in the first job I got when I left the military. And that difference has only grown. Having an MBA meant I stepped onto a higher rung on the salary ladder and I've moved up faster. So that's what I got, but what would I have done differently? Well, for starters, I don't think I explored enough options when I was looking for courses. I took arguably the default option, which, as we should all know, is seldom going to be the best value. Now, I don't regret doing the course I did, but the course I did cause me a challenge at times. It was worth it in the end, but if I'd known that there was a better value way of doing it, a more flexible way of doing it, then I would definitely have considered that. I also struggled with the rigidity of the course structure. Doing an MBA while working in a full-time job is a challenge, and I would have preferred a more flexible way of working and learning. So overall, what can I say about doing an MBA? I would recommend it as a qualification to anyone looking to develop their skill set and mindset in the business world. Not only did it give me that confidence and ability to communicate and operate at all levels, it also gave me a boost to my salary and my financial prospects. But I would have looked wider and considered more options when considering where and who I did it with. And there are better value, more flexible options than I looked into. In hindsight, there may have been a better path for me to have followed. So I've got no regrets, but I've got plenty of learning. And this is where TBS comes in. The MBA Access course that the Business School UK offers is that better value, more flexible option. By doing the MBA Access course at a time and a pace of your choosing, you can get the first 2/3 of your MBA done at a much, much lower initial outlay than I spent doing my course. And that sets you up for that third and final year top up with a university that would get you the full MBA qualification. Overall, it's better value, it's more flexible. And in hindsight, if the TBS MBA Access course had been available to me, I would certainly have considered it and looked at it as an alternative to the course I did. As I say, an MBA is an incredibly valuable and useful, recognized and respected qualification. But if you can do it smarter, then why not do it that way? Thank you for your time, and I hope that was useful.